For this video, I'll be demonstrating how to handle long documents or manage long documents in Microsoft Word. So the first thing you have to do is to type the document, and I suggest that you don't do any formatting yet. So just type, let's say for example, in this particular document, I have my chapter title, I have my heading 1, or maybe head 1, subhead 1, and then subheading 1. So no, I think I'll just have subhead 1, subhead 1.11, subhead 1.2, subhead 1.3. So this is already the title, the chapter title. And then subhead 1.2. So that means that 1.11 is actually inside this, and 1.2 is another subhead, 1.3 another subhead. The 1.31 is under 1.3. So I have then another chapter, so subhead 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So I just try to emulate a long document. Then I have here chapter 3, subhead 3.1, subhead 3.2, and this is 3.3. And then chapter 4, so subhead 4.1, I have here 4.2, 4.21, and then maybe that's it. So that's my long document. So I have here 4 chapters, but of course in reality we have several chapters. So we don't format this individually. What I suggest is to format this, we make use of what we call styles. So let's improve the margin first. Wait. There's something wrong with my mouse. So margins, let's say custom margins. I would like to increase my left margin. And that's it. Okay, so let's go back. So for me to format this document, first I'll select this heading, and then so I have 3 different styles. I'll use heading 1 for my chapter title. So what you do is select, then place heading 1. So that is what we'll do for all chapters. So chapter title 2, heading 1, chapter 3, heading 1, and chapter 4 also heading 1. Then next, for all subhead, I'm going to use heading 2. So subhead will be heading 3. So this should be heading 2, heading 2, heading 3. So that is to take note of the hierarchy. This one is heading 2, heading 2, select again heading 2. This one is heading 2, heading 2, sorry, heading 2, heading 2. So you have to take note of the level. Should be heading 2, heading 2, heading 3. So I hit for now my document. Okay. Let's say this is not how I would like to format my chapter title. So what will I do with this? So what we'll do is we click on this to open a dialog that is related to styles. Do you notice here I have here my heading one? So I'll first select this one, then heading one. So what will I do here is to modify the format of my heading one. So I just click on heading one, and then I have here right click. So we right click and then we modify. So once we modify heading one, it says here the style is so normal, self-profiling paragraph. So let's say the size is 14. Let's say I would like that to be 16, for example. And I would like to change the font to Arial black or Arial rounded, for example. And let's say the color is, just to exaggerate, let's say it's red. And then I like to center. Okay. And what if I want also to define the space between and after? So I can click on paragraph here, or format here, and then click on paragraph. So before, let's say I would like a 0 before, or a 0. But after, I would like to say it's 24 points after. So it is centered before and after. I'll just click OK. And just click OK. So you notice I changed the format for my heading one. So what I did is to open this and right click, modify, and then do the formatting. Now let us try to see or look at the other chapter titles. So you notice that all of those texts with the same name or the same style will be formatted. So we don't have to format each one by one. So let's again inspect. So that's it. Okay, so I have here changed the font, centered, etc. Then format here, paragraph. That's it. I can also place line and page break. So let's say, for example, page break 4. So that means that for each chapter title or each heading one, it should begin with a new page. So I'll just click OK, then click OK. So let's take a look now at my chapters. So notice chapter 2 now is on another page, chapter 3 is on another page, and chapter 4 is on another page. So we can format also the we can do the same thing with the other subheading. So let's say for heading 2, just right click, modify. Let's say I want change its color to darker blue, for example, and format paragraph. Let's say I want to increase the space after. So that's it. So I can do the same thing with my chapter 3. Modify, paragraph spacing. So let's say 6. So let's try to look at my subheading. Oh, so it doesn't look good. Let's change the color so that it can be very visible. But of course, in reality, it doesn't look good if it is very colorful. Let's say I'm going to use this one. Oh, wait. This one should be normal. And that's it. It's my subheading 1. Modify. Okay, bold. Okay, that's it. And then, let's say this one. I don't have a format for this yet. So I can actually create my own style. So aside from using these styles here, I can create my own style by clicking on this button, new style. So I'm going to place this as my paragraph. So it's a paragraph style. So let's say, okay, using that one. Let's say it's just to exaggerate. Let's say it's justified, and then format paragraph. Let's say I'm going to use my first line indentation. Where's my first? This one. First line indentation by 1.27. That's about half an inch. And then I'm going to use double spacing, for example. And I have 10 points after each paragraph. So if I click OK, and click OK, so you notice it's now double space. So again, I can format this as a paragraph. So my paragraph. So just click my paragraph. I think this one is. I'll just fix that later. So my paragraph. My paragraph. So that's my document. So I have more or less formatted my document. But I think I have to fix something here. This one should be heading 3. I don't know what happened here. This one should be my paragraph. There's no enter key here. Okay, that's it. So more or less I have my document here. Okay, so let's say I would like to place an image inside. So I'll click here, insert a picture. So let's say I want to insert this picture of the dog. Maybe this is the lazy dog. Wait. I would like, so I can resize, and let's say I would like to use square wrapping so that the text will wrap around my image. Okay. So let's say I would like to insert another image in another portion. What happened here again? Anyway, maybe I was able to remove the insert key there. So let's insert another picture here. Then we can resize by dragging the handles, and then wrap square. Where's my picture? Okay. And then I will insert a table here. Insert table. Okay. So I'll just place text here. Sorry for this senseless text here, just to show that this is a table. So I'll go back to my image. I'll select my image, and then under references, I'll insert a caption. So this is a figure. Lazy dog 1. Okay. So notice I have here now a caption. And where's the other image? So again, I'll click on references, insert caption, figure 2, lazy dog 2. And then I also click on the table, or select this table. Select table. And then on the references, insert caption. So instead of figure, let's say table. So table 1. Title of table here. Okay. So I have here now the title of my table. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll go to the bottom of my document, and then here I'll be inserting a break. So a break that is a section break. Next page. So that means it is a new section. So I have here now my new section. Now on my new section, I'm going to place here table of contents. So I'm going to place here my table of contents. So how will I do my table of contents? So what will I do here is to click on references, then I have here table of contents, and then I can select the format I would like, or I'll just do this one, insert table of contents. Let's say I would like to use the format fancy. So that's an example of table of contents. Show levels 3. So I have head 1, head 2, and head 3. So I'll just click OK. Then that's it. I have here now my table of contents without looking individually at the pages. So I can insert another page or insert a break. And then again, references. I can insert table of figures. So table of figures. Then I'll just click OK. So I have here the list of table. Insert table of figures. So this time the figures. So I have here now my two figures. So I have a list of my table and a list of my figures. So aside from that, if we have a long document, for sure we can have headers and footers. So how do we add headers and footers? So one of the easiest ways is to double click on this portion so we can have here our header. So let's say, then I'll center that. So let's say that will be header. And let's say I would like to insert a line. So notice for each page I'll be having the line. At the bottom, let's say I would like to insert page number. So page number, or I can use footer also at the bottom of the page, and let's say centered. So I have here now. So just to exit, just double click on the body, and you notice I have here now my header and my footer. So I have my page numbers on every page. Now let's go at the bottom of our document. So I have here my table of contents. Let's say I would like to center this. And you can do the same thing, but I will not be doing it anymore. So just to save some sort of time. But you notice here, I have page number on my table of contents, which actually starts with 18, 19, 20. And I don't want to place that because later on I'll be placing this before my body. So what should I do here? So what will I do? Again, I'm going to double click on the header or the footer, and you notice here I have let's go to the second section. So you notice here I'm now on section 2, footer section 2. Previously I'm section 1. Now it's here linked to preview. That's why this one is linked to the preview section. So all you have to do is to click this so that there's no more linkage between section 1 and section 2. So if there's no more linkage, then I can just remove my page numbering. Okay, and then I'll just close my header and footer. So you notice this is on page 17, but this one no longer has page number. I can also have different header if I would like to, but the step will be the same. More or less, these are some of the things that you should know in handling or managing long documents, Microsoft. Thank you very much for this video.